Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a late Friday night! And you know what that means? It's time for a late Friday night video. Right here. On the official Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. And subscribe right now to this very channel. And my other channels down there. I think we all know where they are. Down there in the description box below. Otherwise known as my pants. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, you need to get a life. And a new hobby. And a whole bunch of other things. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications, so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, well, pretty much you're shit out of luck. You're SOL. You know what that means. Ha ha. That's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And do everything else I just said. And if you can't figure that out, then rewind the video, dumbass. Pretty much it. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this cold as balls, late Friday night, November the 24th, 2023. Well, Black Friday is now over. Thank the Lord for some of you who that worked in retail today. I hope you got through it okay. Now you don't have to worry about it. But you got to worry about, the next couple of days. Cyber Saturday, Cyber Sunday, Cyber Monday. Not going to be that busy at the stores or anything like that. It shouldn't be that busy. I mean, it's after Thanksgiving. Now the start of the holiday shopping season will begin. Or has begun. So, probably be a little bit less hectic. I would say the next 2 weeks. Well, really this next week and the following week as we start the beginning of December, the greatest month in the world, of course. But probably going to be ramping up again when we have about 2 weeks left to Christmas. Going to be really hectic. And then pretty much New Year's Eve, is going to be really bad if you're working in retail or you're working at the liquor store. That's going to be a pain in the ass to get all that liquor out because a lot of people are going to be buying a lot of liquor. So, certain stores are going to have a limit, I would hope so, but, if you go to the retail store, depending on what retail store you go to, and they sell beer, that entire aisle of beer is going bye-bye pretty damn quick. So, you're getting liquor on New Year's Eve, you better get it early, because by the time, if you get it on New Year's Eve in the afternoon, you may or may not be getting any liquor. But we'll see what happens with all that. Pretty much, we are, as of this video, 34 days away till the end of the year. So we are just about a little over a month away from the end of the year, and 1 month away till Christmas, and 29 days to my birthday. But what it is, what it is. Counting down those days, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of the year and Christmas. Good times. Good time. As of next Friday, December the 1st, that is the official countdown till the end of the year. But as it was today was the countdown to the greatest thing in the world, which we all know what that is. But so the countdown is on now. As of this video, we're at 29 days away. I'm getting old, god damn it. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. But we'll get there eventually. So we got about 4 weeks away. And then after that, we'll start the new countdown for next year. For the greatest day in the world. We'll start that on Christmas. So we got that. And don't forget, we get an added day next year. So after, after Christmas, we have to wait 366 days for next Christmas. So, but it is what it is. So, can't wait for that. Next 4 or 5 weeks are going to go really, really quick. And then by the time you blink, it'll be 2024. So make the most of the next 4 to 5 weeks. And that's pretty much it. That's that. Alright, like I said, it is cold here in the Northeast right now. It's going to be cold as balls later tomorrow. Ugh, going to feel like winter tomorrow. Not even winter yet. Winter's going to start in about a little over a month, under a month from now. About another 3-4 weeks from now. So, right before Christmas, actually, so. But, kind of, the next couple days are going to be, cold tomorrow, and then back up to like 50, 52 on Sunday and Monday, and then back down, back up by next weekend. I mean, if it's like that all the way through December and going into early January, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Just as long as we don't get, a late fall snowstorm or an early winter snowstorm. I ain't breaking my back to freaking show a whole bunch of fucking snow. Can't do it. I hate the winter. The winter is probably one of my least favorite seasons of all of them. But, eventually we'll get to spring. We'll get to, but my favorite season is the summer. And, that's pretty much it. But, hopefully, if you're in the Northeast, you're bundle up under those covers. You're with your loved one, cuddling, or something else. But, just be safe and stay warm wherever you may be. If you're in somewhere that's hot right now, I hope you got the AC on. That's that. Alright, enough about that. Boo, funky! Let me quickly get to this video, then I'm going to get into my SmackDown review, and then I'm going to bed, because, I got stuff to do tomorrow. But it is what it is. Alright, so as the title below says, on this video, on the Peter Joseph channel, by the way, my name is Peter Joseph. If you didn't know that by now, I'm a content creator, talk about the world of professional wrestling, and anything I feel like talking about, whether, I don't give a shit. But if you like it, good. You don't, get out of here. But if you're new here, and you like the content, hit that like button, stick it straight up everybody else's ass. And subscribe to my other channels as well. Leave a comment if you wish, and all that good stuff. And also, welcome to the party, pal! We really hope, you enjoy the ride. If you don't like it, get out. Get out and go fuck yourself. Pretty much it. Alright, as the title below says, we got Survivor Series coming your way tomorrow night from Chicago, Illinois. Should be a pretty damn good show. 2 War Games matches, Team Cody versus Team Judgment Day on the men's side, and on the women's side, I don't know who leads that team, Team Bianca, I guess, against Team Damage Control. We got all that. We got Walter defending the Intercontinental title against The Miz. Pretty much that's the only title on the line, strangely enough. Oh, the women's, I forgot the women's championship. Mommy Rhea Ripley against Zoe Stark. I'm looking forward to that. But it should be a pretty good show from the Allstate Arena in Chicago tomorrow night. And I'll do my predictions tomorrow afternoon, right before the pay-per-view. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. And don't forget your SmackDown review coming up right after this video. That's that. Alright, so speaking of Survivor Series, there's a lot of talk going around what's going to happen with a certain guy that was actually seen today in Chicago. Well, he lives there. He was seen basically outside the Allstate Arena, right at Starbucks. A fan said she saw Punk at Starbucks. So now everybody's like, it's been going around for like the last month or so. WWE's been teasing and referencing Phil Brooks, we all know as CM Punk, that he might make his grand return in Chicago at the Survivor Series. And the whole thing with Shinsuke Nakamura in his open challenge. And, not, he hit the GTS. Everybody's like, oh, Punk's coming back. And then Corey Graves is making a lot of references to Punk. So everybody's like, oh, Punk's coming back, Punk's coming back. Is he coming back? Is he going to show up tomorrow? Is he going to show up at the Royal Rumble? So I want to do a quick little thoughts video, you understand? So, here's my thing. Punk's not coming back tomorrow. I don't think he's coming back tomorrow. Now, will he appear at the Royal Rumble in Tampa? Doubt that. I've been reading a lot of news on the dirt sheets and everything. Don't really believe everything you hear on like wrestling. Well, not as much Wrestling Inc. or Ringside News or any Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp and Brian Alvarez and all those other marks. But I just don't think Punk is gonna be there tomorrow. I really don't think so. Even if he was there today, everybody's like, oh, he's gonna show up tomorrow. That doesn't mean shit. Maybe he just went to Starbucks, and the closest Starbucks was there, right next to the Allstate Arena. Doesn't mean anything. Was he backstage? No. If it was backstage, then yeah, we can say, oh, he's probably gonna be there tomorrow. But Punk basically is kind of trolling us because on his Instagram, he put, they have a remastered version of Cult of Personality by Living Colour that just came out today. Just dropped today. How fitting. It's the 2023 remaster of that Punk's theme song. Doesn't really mean anything that, oh, Punk put it on his Instagram. Everybody's like, oh, he's gonna come out to that tomorrow. Doesn't mean shit. That don't mean anything, really. Punk likes Living Colour, among other bands, but doesn't mean he's coming back tomorrow. And he even said himself that him and WWE higher-ups basically have no meetings, and then other sources saying, oh, yeah, Punk said he talked to a WWE higher-up. I don't think so, so I'm just gonna go with, with certain stories I've seen, and I'm just gonna go with my gut, and usually it wins. I'm thinking that Punk will not be in the arena at all tomorrow, and I know the fans are gonna hijack the show. Probably by the beginning of the show, they're gonna be chanting CM Punk. They tried to do it tonight at SmackDown. Early on, right before the show started, and everybody started booing. Oh, are they booing you, Phil? Because they don't want you there? I wonder. But they were booing, and then, right as the show started with the first segment with the women's War Games teams going at it, we heard briefly CM Punk chants kind of break out, but it was like kind of mild chants. But then it started getting louder near the end of the show with the Advantage match. We heard some loud CM Punk chants that really got shut down pretty quick. But my overall thing is Punk's not gonna be there. People thinking that Shinsuke Nakamura is all these cryptic segments he's doing in Japanese, of course. He's like, where are you? I'm waiting for you. Come find me. Something like that. Everybody's thinking it's Punk. Not Punk. It's not Punk. And I'll tell you a couple guys that it could be. The returning AJ Styles. Though I'm kind of like 50-50 with that because first of all, AJ is on SmackDown, so I would doubt he faces not Shinsuke, which he faced him a lot in the last couple of years, but AJ would come back as a face because that's what he left as. He got hurt. He was a face with basically Mia Yim, because the good old boys, Gallows and Anderson basically did nothing. And one of them, I think, got hurt anyway, and he was out for a while. I mean, it could be definitely a good match. But if that does that mean that AJ's coming back to Raw? Even though maybe a couple months ago during the draft, he got him and the entire OC got drafted to SmackDown. And really, we heard reports that AJ was going to be the next contender for Roman. Which, who knows? I mean, earlier today, WWE, Ringside News announced that Mr. Paul Levesque, Triple H, has a major plan for Roman at the Royal Rumble. Now, what that is, I don't know. Maybe they could do what they did a couple of years ago and have Roman defend the belt in the Royal Rumble. Remember what happened with that? Triple H won the belt because he was number 30. So, they could do something like that again. I hope not. Does Roman have to stack, well, not even smash, really smash and then throw 29 other people over the rope to retain his title and keep his long reign going? He could, but I don't think it's going to be. People think it's Randy Orton. No, Randy's going to be on Raw now. He's going to go after the world title after, probably he starts, when he comes back tomorrow, probably be either turning on Cody or turning on Jey Uso, and then Randy will start a feud with Jey Uso. Then I'll probably go to the Royal Rumble. Who knows? Who knows? And then he'll be in the Rumble. He could win the Rumble. But, if he's not, then he's definitely going to be in the Elimination Chamber match. And then we could possibly see, I don't know. Well, he'll be in the Elimination Chamber match, possibly for the World Heavyweight Championship. I would think the winner of the Royal Rumble, whoever that might be, Walter, Solo, maybe Randy Orton, will get a shot at Roman at WrestleMania, so the Elimination Chamber wouldn't really matter much. But, I mean, depends on what the match is for. If it's for a shot at Roman's title, they could probably do that. They could probably have Roman defend the belt inside the Elimination Chamber. They could do that. They do the same thing with Seth Rollins, too, but depends on if he holds the belt at, between now and the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. But we'll have to see what happens with that, but I really think that, Shinsuke made an open challenge. Doesn't mean he's gonna be, it may or may not be in Chicago tomorrow. So, one possibility is AJ Styles. The other possibility is Killer Kross, because Scarlett Bordeaux is from Chicago. And there are pictures of Shinsuke and Killer Kross going, training at a dojo. They are, together, because he runs Killer Kross runs a dojo, I think. So, that might be it. You can see, Killer Kross and Shinsuke. I mean, we really haven't seen Killer Kross in a while. And I think the last time we saw him was on SmackDown, I believe. But then we can just get traded back to Raw. He has the match with Shinsuke. He has a little feud with Shinsuke. I think it'll be good for Shinsuke. I don't know about Killer Kross, because if Shinsuke wins the feud and wins a match or two, Killer Kross will just go back to obscurity and probably never see or hear from him again. But so it could be those two guys. It could be anybody taking on Shinsuke, but it's not going to be CM Punk. I really doubt it. Unless they come to not even midnight. They could come to a 12th hour deal that's like, oh yeah, Phil, we signed he signs the contract way before the event, and then, right near the end of the night, maybe Randy doesn't do anything, he just doesn't turn, or, RKO Jey Uso, or even RKO Cody, and then, then maybe we'll get Jay and Randy going at it. Then next thing you know, we hear Punk's music come out. Punk's music play. He comes out, gets in the cage, and just GTS's basically everybody. Everybody's going nuts. Michael Cole's having an orgasm in his pants. And then basically everybody in the that so-called, well, not even a community anymore, everybody in the WC will probably be creaming in their pants too. But not me, because I'll be like, Punk back. Who cares? But I'm telling you right now, like I said, this is my opinion, and my overall feeling is that Punk is not coming back at all. Not tomorrow, not at the Rumble, not even at WrestleMania. If he really wants to come back to WWE, he really has to apologize to a ton of people. Seth Rollins, Roman, Hunter, Stephanie, hi Steph, and pretty much the entire roster. I don't know if Punk's gonna, he'll do it, but then, he'll still be the egomaniac that he is. So, I think it's best for Punk just to stay away from wrestling and maybe just do the UFC. As a commentator, maybe just hang up the wrestling boots. And then knock boots with it, his hot wife, AJ Lee. That ass! But we'll see what happens, with all that. But like I said, Punk's not showing up tomorrow. There is no way. And I know the fans are going to hijack the pay-per-view tomorrow, because they're going to be chanting CM Punk all fucking night for like 3 hours. Well, really 4 hours, because the pre-show is at 7. We're going head-to-head with freaking Rampage. Everybody's going to watch Rampage, mostly. I haven't even heard a pre-show match. Unless it gets added, but I'll check that tomorrow. There's a pre-show match when I do my predictions, but overall, let me know what you guys think. Is Punk coming back tomorrow? And if so, does he face Shinsuke? Or does he do something at the end of the night in the War Games cage match? Or will we see him at the Royal Rumble? Or do we not see him at all? And if not, who does Shinsuke face in that open challenge of his? Is it AJ? Is it Killer Cross? Is it somebody else? We shall see what happens with that. But leave me your thoughts down below in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think about CM Punk and Shinsuke Nakamura. And pretty much that's it. So, little discussion video, if you will. So, just want to get your guys' thoughts about CM Punk, Shinsuke Nakamura, what's going to happen with them at the Survivor Series. Will there be more surprises? We'll see. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to quickly do my SmackDown review over on my Killer Demons channel. So, your 2 for Friday will be happening a little bit late, so the videos will be up late tonight. So when you get up tomorrow morning, you probably check your phone, you got notifications from my channels, and then go watch it. Leave a like, please leave and well, if you want to, I'm not saying please, but if you want to, please leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channels, and all that good stuff. Alright, that's it. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, coming off your food coma. Probably having a lot of leftovers. I'll tell you the truth, I didn't eat that much for Thanksgiving. So, the only real thing I had some turkey. And I had some stuffing, I had some bread. I had some antipasto. And, then I had a lot of shrimp, lots of frozen shrimp. And then, when it was time for dessert, I don't had a lot, but I had a few, Italian rainbow cookies, which are, if you're not Italian, you don't know about that shit. But I had some nice, Italian rainbow cookies. Probably gonna be finishing them up this weekend. Hopefully, unless, my dad and my mom eat all of them. Bastards. But we'll see what happens with that. I know I'm going to eat more on my birthday and Christmas. And maybe have some cheesecake besides my birthday cake. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's 29 days from now. So it's like 4 weeks from now. I'm going to be eating dinner. And then I'm going to celebrate my birthday. And then the next day, have a nice Christmas meal. Watch the Niners! Kick Ochako's Ravens' ass in Santa Clara. Like the Niners did last night in that shithole in Seattle. 31-13. It looked a little bit, in the third quarter when it was 24-3. And then it became 24-13 and didn't, I was getting nervous like the Niners were going to blow this game, but thankfully, got a great touchdown from Brock Purdy to Mr. Let's Go Brandon Ayuk. Nice touchdown. I don't know how he fit it in 4 defenders and Ayuk caught it right into the end zone. Well, he got hit and he kind of did a mini helicopter flip into the end zone. Made it 31-13. A couple good stops on defense. It was a great time. So the Niners are now 2 full games ahead of Seattle. They are now 3-0 in the division, which is important because we got 3 more division games coming up. We got 1 more against Seattle. That's in 2 weeks. That's week 14 in the league where they play for pay. That's in Santa Clara, though. Because next weekend, not this weekend, not Sunday, but next Sunday, in that shithole in Philadelphia with those pedophile Eagles, which should be prime time, but we'll see. See what time that game is on next Sunday. If it's 4 or 8, I'm hoping it's 8, but we'll see. Niners, Eagles, rematch of the NFC title game this past January. Maybe a preview of the NFC title game this year. I'm hoping not, because I hope the Eagles. But we'll see. They're 9-1, so I care less right now. They play tomorrow. Look at who they even play tomorrow. But Giants play tomorrow again. Not tomorrow. Sorry, Sunday. Giants play the Patriots on Sunday. I think the Eagles got, I forgot who the Eagles got. I think the Lions, not the Lions, so they played already. Eagles got somebody easy. I forget who it is. But we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully the Eagles start losing a couple games and the Niners can, right now the Niners got the number 2 seed. So definite home game for the first round, the wild card round. Kind of feels like deja vu. Niners had the number 2 seed in the last playoff, and then won the first game against Dallas. And then they beat Seattle in Seattle. That's great at home. Then they went to Philadelphia and sadly lost when Brock got hurt. Basically, the game was over. Hopefully, we don't get something like that again. But right now, the Niners are kind of red hot. 3 wins in a row, 8-3. It's great. Today was the first Black Friday game, and Jets and Miami. You thought it was going to be a good game? Nope. Tim Boyle, the new quarterback, because Zach Wilson fucking sucks and got benched. Good. Well, now I guess Tim Boyle, you're going to get benched because you stunk today. Holy shit. Jets lost by a landslide. It was they got 6 stinking points. Actually, 13 points. They got a touchdown near the end, which didn't even matter. They had they gave up a 99-yard interception for a touchdown at the end of the first half. That was embarrassing to look at. I turned the game off. I was like, fuck this. The Jets are basically done right now. They have no quarterback at all. Rodgers is supposed to come back in week 16. Not that it's going to matter, because I think, right now the Jets are 4-7. They're 3.5 back of the division. They have an outside chance to maybe make the final playoff spot. I doubt that. They got to start winning the next 5 games, basically. Yeah, because it's week 12 in the NFL, and they think when they play for pay. So they got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Really, 6 games left. So, I don't even know what they play next. I don't care. I think they got one more game against the Bills coming up. That's the end of the year. Gonna lose that, definitely. I think they got one more against the Patriots. I think they're done with Miami. Yeah, they're done with Miami. So they got one more against the Bills, one more against the Patriots, I believe. And that's basically it for the division games. And then in between, I think they got a couple of hard games coming up. So, I don't know. I'm thinking the Jets might not win a game the rest of the year, the way they're playing right now. Sad. Sad for a team that I thought could have went to the AFC title game with Rodgers, but I guess we'll have to wait till maybe next year, depending on, how Rodgers goes. If he does play at all this season, which they say in week 16, but by that time the Jets will be out of the playoffs by then. So, I mean, it's 3.5 weeks away, so. Yeah, because I think week 15 or 16 is right around my birthday and Christmas, so. Yeah, it is around Christmas, because week 17 is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then week 18 is January the 6th or 7th or something like that. So we got that. That's the end of the season, so, got about 5 weeks away. 5 more weeks of football to go, and then we start the playoffs, and the road to Super Bowl 58. And we'll see. Hopefully the Niners will definitely get in the playoffs, but where? We'll see. I think if they win one more division game, which will probably be that Seattle game, they beat Seattle in 2 weeks, they got the NFC title. It doesn't matter what the Seahawks do the rest of the way. I know the Niners got 2 more division games. Arizona, that's an easy win. That's in Arizona, which is basically Levi Stadium South. That's a home game for the Niners. And then they got the Rams. I think we got the Rams in Santa Clara, too. I think we got the Rams at home at the end of the season in January. So, a couple of winnable games there. And then we got Washington, in between week 14 or 15. No, week 15. Week 16 will be the Ravens. No, week 17 is the Commanders game. And then week 18, the final week, is against the Rams. I know we got Philly. It's Philly, Seattle at home, at Arizona. That's week 15. Week 16 will be the Christmas night game against the Ravens. Week 17 against the Commanders in Washington, and then back home for LA to finish the year, and then get ready for the playoffs. So, out of those 5 games, 2 of them are hard. Really 2. Maybe 3. I think if the Niners go 4-1 in the next 5 games, definite winning the division. Now, number 1 seed, that all depends on how the Eagles go. Right now, the Eagles are 9-1. And they got about right after Sunday. They got 5 games left. So if they go to 10-1, pretty much, the Niners will still be 2 games back. So really, the Eagles will have to go 2-3, maybe 3-2 to possibly get that number 1 seed and home field advantage in the NFC. But I just feel like we're gonna have deja vu all over again. Eagles win the number one seed home field advantage. We have to go through Philly again to get to the promised land. And if we have to do that, we'll do that. So, next Sunday, December the 3rd, will be pretty much the big test. And those against the Eagles, it's not, going to be a tough game in Philly. Those idiot fans and an idiot coach. So, we'll see what happens with all that. But, as far as the Giants go, yeah, I know they won this last week. But they're playing the Patriots, who suck. DeVito, is coming out party last week. Can he do it again this week? We'll have to see on Sunday. But, I wouldn't put the Giants out right now. I mean, what are they now? They're 3-8 right now. Not 3-9, I should say. No, 3-8. I was right the first time. They're 3-8. They gotta climb over a ton of teams to even get to a number 7 spot. Right now, Minnesota has that at what are they not? 7-3 right now. That's gonna be a team I don't want to play. But if Seattle continues to stink up the joint, they got the Eagles next week. Oh boy. Who do you root for in that game? I mean, really. I would really root for the Seahawks in that game because of seeding position. I mean, it doesn't really affect the Niners unless the Niners lose next week. Well, it really doesn't affect them next week either because if the Niners lose in week 13, they'll be 8-4, and if the Seahawks win next week, they'll be 1 game back in the division, which really they're 2 games back in the division because of San Fran's division record, which is 3-0 right now. So, I don't know. I really think the Niners are going to go 6-0 in the division. They're going to win all their division games. So, they're going to, if it's a tie in the 2nd, 3rd, or maybe the 4th seed, I would think they get the tiebreaker because they have such a great conference record. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with all that. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great Black Friday, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving weekend, starting later tomorrow, and into Sunday, and then back to work on Monday for you great people out there. Well, the party's over pretty much after Sunday. Then back to work, and then go for the next, pretty much the next 3.5 weeks until Christmas. Maybe go for your Christmas vacation. You go take the rest of the year off on vacation, or just stay home and do nothing for Christmas. Well, for some of you, but me, I got Christmas Eve off, and Christmas Day off, and then pretty much after. Right around December 29th, I'm basically off the rest of the year, and then I go back January the 3rd. Because I got New Year's Day off, and I got the day after that off. So I may or may not be around by the end of the next, I may not be in Casa del Gilmore by the end of the year, but we'll see. I might go on I might take a mini vacation. I may or may not. I'm probably leaning to a maybe not. Because one, it's going to be dead cold, and where I'm going is going to be dead cold. So, but we'll see. I got some things I want to do, but the money. But maybe when I get my birthday money, maybe I'll take a quick trip at the end of the year. But probably save it because bills are going to be climbing as we go into 2024. So, but most of my bills right now are pretty damn cheap. Pretty cheap right now, but they're going to be going up next year, as they always do. Cable's going up, internet goes up a little bit. My utilities go up go up and down depending, on the month. Sometimes I'm paying like $115 for gas. Sometimes I'm paying $100 for electricity. I gotta pay, water. I pay water every 3 months, so So really, I don't have to pay. My water bill I already paid. So the quarter came up, so I don't have to pay until I think January or February. And pretty much everything else is usually every other month or every 2-3 months, but or I got one bill I pay every 6 months, so I gotta pay that. Probably have to pay that this weekend. So, but after that, I don't have to pay that till May. So, well, we got that, and then as January comes, some of you are gonna get W-2s, and then you start the tax season, and then get those do your taxes like IRS would say. Get those taxes in. Hopefully, for some of you, you get a big tax return that you can put away for whatever you want to do, your vacation, or you want to buy something that you really want. See what happens with that. Hopefully, hopefully I get a pretty sizable tax return because, I do want to go on vacation. I did go on vacation this earlier this year for about a week or two. I want to go on a little bit longer vacation, like maybe 2 to 4 weeks vacation. Probably 2, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, depending, if I can get enough vacation time off for that. But we'll see. But mostly it's probably going to lead to 2. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's a long ways away, so. But do your taxes. Do your taxes. Trust me. Because we'll be talking about that in April when tax season starts, which is April the 20th. I think it's April the... Well, it used to be April 15th. Now I think it's a week later. It's like April 21st to 22nd. So, by the time you get your refunds in, your income tax refunds, which are come probably around sometime in May, maybe around middle of May, maybe by Memorial Day or early June, or maybe late June, depending on who you are. But I'm hoping to get mine probably in between the middle of May and the end of May, so that maybe, depending on how much I get, I can put some away for my bills, and then some away for maybe a little trip, little vacation time, wherever I might go, with the missus and everything, or just save it because I'm, need money for bills. But I do want to get some things next year, but I gotta mostly save for bills right now. But yeah, I do want to get some more In This Moment merch later on. I might go to a few indie shows here and there. I might have to stop doing that because of what happened. If you see my video for the Save Indie Wrestling in New York with the Archdiocese and the parishes, the schools, the auditoriums, the Archdiocese don't want them there anymore. I've been emailing the Archdiocese and the parishes up the wazoo. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Hopefully, they can come back to those auditoriums and gymnasiums and schools, Catholic schools and parishes and shit like that, churches, in 2024. But might have to be some promotions might have to be going to different venues, which sucks because some of them might be too far away from even where I live. But so I may or may not go to a lot of indie shows, but concerts definitely still going to be going to because that's probably my job. But especially in the summertime, I might not go in like the winter time or even when springtime comes. Then got Valentine's Day. Got to take the missus out for a nice little meal and everything for Valentine's Day. And then, me and her anniversary's coming up too in April. 16 goddamn years. Craziness. Craziness, and I've known the ball and chain for 16 years. And counting. But, to be honest, I didn't even think it was going to last that long with you-know-who, but I love her. I love her to death. But it is what it is. But I'll talk a little bit. I'll talk a little bit about that next year when we get around those dates. I might do a vlog about that. I would do, people ask me, how'd you meet Rosa? How'd you meet this? I'm not going to really get into that because it's too personal and I don't want to put more of my personal life that I already put out. So, not going to get into that, but we did meet 16 years ago in April. That's all I'll just say about that. But we move on with that. Long time. Probably, I love her so much, I feel like I found my soulmate, it could have been somebody, well, I'm not going to go there, but, she's the one, she's basically my rock, if you will, and that's it. I love her a lot, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's it. Alright, enough about that mushy stuff. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to quickly get to my, SmackDown review, and then that's it. Tomorrow, I will be doing my Survivor Series predictions video early tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, after Survivor Series goes off the air, I will be doing my Survivor Series review. And then Sunday afternoon, probably Sunday early afternoon, before I go out to Sunday dinner, as I always do on Sundays, I will do Rampage and Collision once again. Because Rampage, I thought was tonight, but they changed it for some odd reason. And Rampage tomorrow at 7 p.m. Collision right after that. Rampage is taped, and Collision will be live at its regular time of 8 p.m. And then next Friday night, Rampage will be back in its regular time slot at 10 o'clock. Collision, same time next week, same bad time, same back channel. As we're on the road. So, winter is coming, December the 13th, and then the final pay-per-view of the year, December the 30th, in Long Island, New York, World's End, where we're going to have MJF, Samoa Joe 3 for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Will MJF's reign end? Who's the devil? We'll see what happens with that. But MJF did sign a deal. He is staying in AEW, so no bidding war of 2024 shit. He has signed a 3-year deal, and he will be with AEW unless something does change. I doubt that, but he will be with AEW until 2027. So he's got 2024, 25, all 2026, and then probably right around this time, December 31st, 2026. He will probably be possibly renegotiating another contract. I mean, I think he's 25, 26 years old. So he'll be around 30 by the time his new contract ends. So, kind of be in his prime, so. But I'm thinking he's going to, for the next couple of years, he's going to be red hot. He's going to be a scumbag for years. Facing Adam Cole when he comes back from his injury, whenever that might be. But we'll see what happens with that. I have a feeling that Joe is going to win because of the devil. And who knows who the devil is. I mean, Punk is not. I'll say this. If Punk is not there tomorrow, there's a good, maybe a 25% chance that he is the devil and he will be appearing at World's End in Long Island. But I highly doubt that, because people are saying it's Jack Perry, which will be a bad idea. I still think it's Adam Cole. Then again, it could be Roddy. It could be Kyle O'Reilly. But then again, it could be anybody. But really, I think it's 3 out of those 4 or 5 people. But I'm going to go with my gut, and it usually wins, like I said. But I'm going to go with Adam Cole as the devil. And he finally, laughed last week. So, I mean, maybe he'll show up tomorrow night on Collision. We'll see. We got the start of the Blue League part of the Continental Classic tournament. Should be some good matches. Eddie Kingston and Brody King. That's gonna be epic. Bryan Danielson will be fighting. I think Cesaro's facing somebody. I forget who he's facing in that side of the tournament. But got some good stuff. Good stuff coming your way for the next 4 weeks. And then we got the finals at World's End, and the winner gets a belt, and possibly the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship, and the New Japan Strong, the Ring of Honor belt, which will probably be gone by Final Battle, which is on December the 15th in Garland, Texas. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, go to sleep. And, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your fucking cuckoot. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad. Because me and a whole ton of other people that are better than you, and you know it, we all got 3 of the greatest words ever, baby. You know what those 3 words are? Fuck you, man. That's it. Until next time. Peace.